everybody, and welcome to another edition of Nasdaq Spotlight live here at Microsoft's Ignite Conference in Orlando, Florida. I'm your host, Anna Gonzalez, and joining me now is Dan Gross, VP of Business Development for WhiteSource Software. Dan, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for inviting me.
So tell us a little bit about what your company does.
So WhiteSource offer a development organization and platform to manage open source security. We believe on the power of open source and being able to embrace as much as you can. So we actually have a platform that enable from the one end for the security team to define policies and what are the acceptable security risks for the organization. And on the other hand, we integrate into the development tool for the developer and bridge that gap that they can do as much as they want on open source as long as it fits organization security and compliance. And by that, kind of harvesting the power of the community into the development lifecycle. Because these days, like open source is actually the biggest component of every software. It's between 80 or 90% of your software are built out of open source. So you better make sure it's secure and compliant.
Right, absolutely. So what brings you to the conference this week?
So we're a big partner of Microsoft. We integrate into their Azure DevOps tools because Microsoft is also embracing open source and push it through the community. So this is a great place for us to show our solution and show our partnership with Microsoft.
And how long have you been in the industry doing what you're doing?
WhiteSource has been around for 6 years. I've been a little bit longer, but yeah. So we've been, we bootstrap. We came from actually in need. The founders sold the company, and the deal almost fell because of open source issue. And they thought there must be a better way to manage open source. So we've been pioneers this industry for a long time, and I think these days actually the market is fully aware of the need for a platform to manage open source.
So what have you seen really evolve since the market being more open to open source?
So first of all, the risk is high. As more open source are being consumed, and the more of the bad guys are actually looking to exploit open source. So it's a good thing and bad thing about open source that it's free and it's all over. It's available on the internet. But the bad thing that it's available to everybody on the internet, and people can exploit vulnerabilities. So you have to make sure that you're always keeping your software up to date with the latest fixes, because the community also fixes the vulnerabilities. So you just need a tool to help you manage it and be up to date on your software.
And when you think about what's coming next, what most excites you?
So first of all, on our industry, the acquisition of GitHub by Microsoft, it's a big thing. It's a pure statement by Microsoft. We got all in that industry. It's not just like talking the talk. It's actually walking the walk. It's like they acquired the leader in that space, and we're very exciting because actually that brings even a better story to Microsoft, to the open source community, and for us.
That's fantastic. Now, are you ready for a lightning round?
Sorry?
Are you ready for? We're going to ask you fast-paced questions. Okay. Let's see. What app can you not live without?
What app I cannot live without? Oh, that's a good one. I guess email. Like basic.
What's the coolest tech in your office?
Coolest tech? What is it, like the feature?
It could be anything. It could be software, hardware.
I don't know. Maybe the cleaning robot.
It's way advanced. And how you, it's efficient how you get that done. What do you like to do when you're not working?
Kitesurf.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and you said you're in the West Coast, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Or you can do it anywhere.
Yeah, it's funner in Brazil.
Oh, yeah. Note to self.
Note to self. Like
Make
when
sure
you're
you're doing
kitesurf,
this.
go to Brazil. Yeah, that's fun. Definitely fun.
And as we wrap up, what advice do you have for a future generation who's thinking, watching this video, and I want to be where you are?
Stay foolish. Oh, someone said that before. No, but really, live your dream, do your passion, and I think things happen. So
Yeah. All right.
keep on doing what you're doing.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me. It was a pleasure.
And thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more conversations from the Microsoft Ignite conference.